Okay, so we're gonna reflect across the y equals 2 line. My red line, so this is 0, 1, 2. Okay, that's on. So if we count from K to the red line, how many units is that? From K to the red line? Is 3. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on the other side of the line. By that I mean 1, 2, 3. So then I have to go 1, 2, 3. So my new K prime is gonna be right there. Okay, what about the J? J is 2. 1, 2. So then we're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. So 1, 2. It's going to be J prime. Okay, on the flip side of that, the I. How many units is I from the red line? 2. So we are going to go up 2. So then we go up 2. So 1, 2. 1, 2. And then L is how many units? 1. So 1 and then 1. Okay, so my new shape should look like this. Okay, number 3, it says reflect across the y-axis. So find the y line, and we're going to make that one. That's where we're reflecting. Okay, so that's this line. Okay, so D, how many units is D to the y-axis?
5.
5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then what about E?
2.
E is 2, so 1, 2. So 1, 2. And then F
3.
is 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 5, it says a translation of 4 units left and 2 units up. So from every dot, we're going to go to the left 4 and then up 2. Okay, so every dot, you're going to left 4, up 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. So this is L prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2. K prime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, 7. It says a translation of 4 left and 5 down. So every single dot, you're going to go left 4 and then down 5. Okay, it goes much faster. It's much easier if you actually count yourself rather than trying to copy off me. Okay, so just every dot, put your pencil on the dot and then go left 4, count 4 times, and then count down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So this is W. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. X, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I scroll? Okay, number 9. what about the X? The +3, what does that do here? Is this the left, right, or the up, down? It moves it left, right. So if it's a plus, it's going to the right. If it's a minus, it's going left. Okay, for the Y's, if it's a plus, it's going up. If it's a minus, it's going down. Okay, so what is this graph going to do?
3 up, 6, 3 right, 6 up.
3 right and then 6 up. Okay, so we're gonna go 3 to the right, so just count from every dot. 1, 2, 3, and then up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's gonna be my new K. Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be my new J. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be my new L. Okay, what about the next one? What is it going to be doing? What's the -1 do?
Left 1,
Left 1, -4,
4 down.
down 4. So everyone is going to be left 1, down 4. Left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I scroll? Okay, 13. Should I be going from K to K dot or K dot to the K? K to K dot. Okay, so that's a very important part. Okay, some of you guys are going in the wrong, like from K dot to the K. Okay, so from K to K dot, how many would I have to go up or down?
2 up.
Up 2, and how many would I have to go over?
3.
3. And we can't just say over, why?
Because you gotta be specific.
We gotta be specific. So which way is it going?
Right.
To the right, 3. Okay, what would happen if we go from K dot to K?
K dot. It would be 3
It would
up
just be negative.
and down 3. Down 2.
So would we be going up or down?
Down.
We'd be going down how many? 2. When we going left or right?
Left.
Right.
Left 3. Okay, so it literally takes the answer that we're supposed to put and literally puts the opposite of what you're supposed to put. Okay, so make sure that you're going from K to K dot. Does everybody understand? Okay. So look at 15. How much am I going up or down and left or right?
Right 4.
To the right, 4. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's just right 4. Okay, 17 and on your test, there's gonna be 3, 4, okay? After this, so one of each of these type of problems, okay, are gonna be worth the most, okay? So if you were gonna skip, these aren't the ones that I would be skipping, okay? Because I'm gonna look at every coordinate because you have to like change the signage and things like that. So if you're not understanding, please ask me for help today or even tomorrow during your quiz or something, okay? But those are not the ones that I would skip, okay? If you were gonna skip something, then skip one of the other ones, but the problem is the other ones are easier and you know how to do them, so that you do. Okay, so 90 is gonna go from xy to negative y. So xy to negative y comma x for the 90. Okay, so our very first step is gonna be to find all of these coordinates. Okay, so we got Q, R, and P. Hey, when do I know I'm gonna have a negative? When we're going down or left? Okay, so on all these, we're gonna start at 0, 0. To get to P, I'm gonna go to the right 3 and up 2, so 3, 2. Okay, for the R, I'm gonna go right 5, up 2, so 5, 2. And the Q, I'm gonna go right 5, up 3, so 5, 3. Okay, and maybe don't draw on your graph because you gotta use it, but if you did, it's fine. I do it all the time. Okay, so we have our coordinates now. And so for the 90, it's saying take whatever you have in the Y spot and change it and put it in the first spot. Okay, so we're gonna need all of these. Okay, these are all the X's, these are all the Y's. Okay, so it says take the Y, which is 3, and change the sign. So instead of it being 3, it should be what? -3. So that's going to go in the first spot. And then it says put the X in the second spot and leave it 100% the same. So if it's a negative, it's going to be negative. If it's positive, it's going to be positive. So it's just 5, so we're going to write 5. Okay, again, it says +2, so what should my new one be? -2, and then it's 5. This one says +2, so it should be a -2, and then 3.
So basically, all the Y's should be negative and all the X's should be positive?
No, so you're gonna flip their location,
Okay.
and then you take the Y, so if it was negative, it's gonna be positive. If it was positive, then it will become a negative.
Why isn't that negative here?
Because we only change this ones.
Oh, okay.
We don't change those ones. So those ones stay no matter what the hell they are. Like they just, which is stupid, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna start at 0, 0, and so I got -3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 5. Okay, R is gonna be -2, so left 2, up 5. And P is gonna be left 2, up 3. Okay, number 19. Number 19, it says rotate 180. So 180 does this. 180 goes X, Y. They stay in the spot, but the sign changes. Okay, so they stay in the same spot, but the sign changes. Okay, so we're gonna go through and find all the coordinates first, as always. Okay, we got D, E, C, F. Okay, so E is going to be left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 0, so -4, 0. D is going to be left 3, so -3, 0. No, 1. -3, 1. C is going to be left 2, so -2, up 0. And F is going to be left 2, so -2, down 4, so -4. Okay, so they stay in the same exact spots, but we changed the sign. Okay, so okay, so it was -3, so what should my new one be? +3. It was +1, so the new one should be -1. So these ones, when it says 180, they stay in the exact same spot, but we just changed the sign. It says -4, so it should be a +4. 0 is always 0. It says -2, so it should be a +2. Again, 0 is 0. And it says -2, -4, so it should be a +2, +4. Okay, and then it's ready to be graphed, so 3, 1, so right 3, down 1. 1, 2, 3, down 1, so this is gonna be D prime. Okay, 4, 0 is gonna be to the right 4, up 0. C is gonna be 2, 0. It's gonna be my C. And then F is gonna be 2, 4. Can I scroll? Very good. Okay, 21, it says a dilation 2.5 about the origin. Is this gonna be a reduction or an enlargement? Is the picture gonna be bigger or smaller?
Bigger,
It's gonna be bigger. How do we know that it's gonna be an enlargement?
it's above 1.
Yep, so what is the current number that they gave us? 2.5. Okay, is 2.5 bigger or smaller than 1? It's bigger. So without even, and again, I'm not trying to be mean, without even like actually grading your guys' papers sometimes, okay, I always grade them, but like if I'm doing an FC, that's how I can kind of look and just know if yours is right or wrong. Because if I look at the number, I should very quickly be able to see, is your, like there's a black shape, right? And then for me, there's always a colored shape. Is my colored shape bigger or smaller than the original shape? And I should automatically, boom, I can tell by a 1 second look at Tyan's paper and know if it's right. Okay, so without even doing anything, I know for a fact that my triangle should be bigger than the other triangle that they originally gave me, okay? And so that kind of gives you guys a telltale sign, is my picture right, okay? Now, does that mean that your points are plotted correctly? No, not necessarily, but it gives a good indication of whether even your thing is remotely right or not. Okay, so I know that the graph should be bigger. Okay, so our very first step is going to be to find all of the coordinates, just like normal. Okay, so we got J, I, and K. Okay, so I is going to be left 2, up 1, so -2, 1. J is going to be right 1, so +1, up 2. And K is going to be 2, -1. Okay, why is this problem easier than some?
Why does some of your voice just change?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know.
No decimal.
My throat hurts. Huh?
No decimal.
Well, it does have a decimal.
Oh, it do?
What makes this problem easier? There's a lot of 2's, and what else is there a lot of? 1's. Okay, so I don't want to say cheat. I like you guys to be able to do the least amount of work as possible. Okay,
I
like
love doing it.
yeah. So once you figure out the first 2, you should hopefully. And if you can't, that's fine. If you're like, I have no idea what she's talking about, then don't worry about it. Okay, but at least maybe some of you guys could try and help yourself out today. Okay, so on this very first one, okay, in order for us to find our new coordinates, okay, what is 1, which is this very first one, look at me, what is this 1 times 2.5?
2.5.
It's 2.5, okay, and again, use the calculator on the first 2, and everything else you should be able to fill in, okay? 2, this one right here, 2 times 2.5
5.
is 5. Okay, now we should be able to fill out everything else with no calculator. Okay? So, if 2 is 5, what is -2 going to be?
Negative 5?
-5. Okay? 1 is what? 2.5, because we already did a 1 and we got 2.5. So 1 is 2.5. okay? 2 was what? 5, okay? And we know that 1 was what? 2.5, so negative 1
Negative two.
is gonna be negative 2.5, okay? So that's a lot easier than going through and typing 2 times 2.5, negative 2 times 2.5, 1 times 2.5, 1 times 2.5, okay? So, some would argue, I don't wanna think it's cheating, okay? So, but, I don't know another word, but, no, it's not cheating, but cheat where you can. You know what I'm saying? So, if that can save you some work, then do it. Okay, so negative 2.5, I call it utilizing your resources. So that's gonna be my J. I is gonna be negative 5, so left 5 and up 2.5. So it should be somewhere in between. And then K is gonna be 5 and negative 2.5. Okay, again, should this shape be bigger or smaller than the black one? Bigger, and is it? Look at it, yeah, my blue one is way bigger than the black one. Okay, that's what it should look like, okay? Yours should always be on the outside, like, you should always have a shape within a shape. Whether, if it's a reduction, okay? If it's a reduction, that means that it's gonna be on the inside. If it's an enlargement, it's gonna be on the outside. Okay, so it doesn't matter, but you should always have a shape within a shape. Okay, if your shape is nowhere near by the other shape, then something's wrong. Okay, 23 and 24, you guys are gonna cross off because they're exactly the same. And this morning I was just a hot mess teaching, so I had to save some time.